Hello and welcome to another episode of The King's Dilemma Chronicles. I'm Suwey and thanks to the dev for the key. I'm going to keep going with the story that we've been doing because I'm really enjoying it. You know, it's a good time. The heartwarming story of the marriage between Edgar and Lara is leading to a boom in intercultural mingling within Collie. Some of our people fear that their traditions are being watered down and want to limit intercultural marriages. Others, on the contrary, believe diversity enriches the kingdom. Do we limit? No, we don't. Not at all. Straight up. The private lives of citizens should not be regulated. While some purists fear the coming change, progressives are convinced that our culture will be enriched, both spiritually and materially. There we go. Alright, go ahead and do this next one. The Chronicles of the Kingdom of Enkal have always been transmitted orally, but they go back a long time. Getting accustomed to our written accounts, our ally asked for some help compiling their epic songs for all scholars to study. Yet this giant enterprise will occupy our variety of scholars for quite some time. Do we fund it? Yes. Of course we do. Given time, linguists and historians complete the puzzle of the epic northern tales. It seems there was a time when Lywick was entirely covered with ice. Then Collie developed their combat skills in those ancient times, when the few fertile territories where agriculture was possible had to be defended from nomadic raider tribes. As the world warmed, then Collie had to face a menace much more serious than the ice. A vast army from the south invaded by Lywick, and most of their tribes either fled or bent their knee to the one known at the time as the Immortal Empress. The invaders outnumbered them and had 8 incredibly strong champions whom the poems called Bloodless Shades, yet the Enkali knew their territory well and resisted numerous attacks. The battles continued for a long time until, for no apparent reason, the invading army crumbled into chaos. Interesting. There we go. What? These are maxed out. Why am I not seeing the +1 on both sides? Whatever. I'm supposed to see a +1 on both sides. Dang it. Okay. Then Collie believed that gods are a trick to scare people and make them submissive in a purely physical world, and their skepticism is starting to spread doubts about the mother among the population. So I had like a weird hiccup there. The cult has asked for a ban on proselytizing this foreign philosophy, which is fascinating some of our people. Do we discourage the Enkali from proselytizing? I don't see why we would. We do not police ideas, especially those which might anger a valuable ally. We turn down the request to expel atheistic philosophers. Alright. Is there any more on that storyline? No, I'm gonna keep doing this storyline. The like knowledge one that I was enjoying like a while back. Following the many discoveries allowed by Isidora's exceptional mind, the wise and the learned think that knowledge can answer all questions, spiritual ones included. This is why many are surprised when a lost book written by Isidora titled The Secrets of the Soul is found in the Royal Library. It contains revolutionary theories on the fundamental union between matter and spirit, an unprecedented topic for Isidora, so much so that the rector questions the book's authenticity. Do we accept Isidora's spiritual book as legit? Yeah, why not? Do it. The Secrets of the Soul instantly becomes very popular, prompting a healthy dialogue between scholars and priestesses. Is it finally time to unveil the secret link between spirit and matter? After a revelation of Isidora's devotion, a new age of harmony and cooperation between scholars and priestesses bloom. A new order within the cult is established, called the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment. I'm a bit worried by this. The brightest priestesses of the cult are encouraged to join the new order and devote themselves to the methodological study of the spiritual matters. Much groundbreaking work is done on the pivotal questions like the weight of the soul, or for how long the body remains in the earth when buried after death, before going back to the mother's womb to be born again renewed. Alrighty. Ooh, Book of Choices! After studying the Book of Choices for some time, a group of scholars starts questioning the principle of non-contradiction. They're disputing the academic activities of their peers, arguing with everyone and challenging common sense wisdom in every field. Do we allow the Book of Choices scholars to continue meeting? Of course. Or maybe we shouldn't. The Royal Marshal sends her guards to beat some common sense into the crazy heads of the deranged scholars, giving them concrete and indisputable proof that they cannot be hurt and well at the same time. Their mad theories shall not poison our practical sciences. Alright. Is that all from that one? Oh yeah, we had the Truth Keepers, which I didn't like. But it looks like we got a bunch more. An Academy for the Spirit. I wanted to see the Magic of Genius. Sounded interesting to me. The Tribune reports that the calves in Coden are showing symptoms of a strange illness that is killing the cattle. Our scholars suggest that any herd with infected animals should be suppressed entirely to prevent the disease from spreading further. If we do, we risk famine across the region. Do we exterminate the tainted cattle? Wait. Why would we not do it? We definitely do it. Better that tainted herds be methodically killed and their carcasses burned, as our scholars recommended. With the disease eradicated, the surviving cattle would live to prosper and reproduce, but this also causes a huge shortage of food in the short term. Many people lose their lives to starvation. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep them alive, like, long term, so... Alright. Oh, I'm making sense of this. This is the next grouping. Okay. I can pick Extremist again if I want, but I might as well keep going for different ones. Opulent was really hard. We're a bit low on the black ones here. I'm gonna do Rebel. Rebel's kind of hard though. I need more of these. The thing is like I tend to put everything up higher. That's one for that. I don't need the white ones right now. I think we'll go moderate. Alright. Let's see here. I like looking at the more expensive ones first, just because, like, you know. Let's do this one, yeah. Okay, do any of them cost only one of that? Red cacti! Okay. Then we'll go ahead and continue. So, what I'm curious about... Oh, this thing here. So we're doing this one, which is almost completed. So this is showing all the different like ways that we've gone, you know? Okay. See, we finished this one because this one was really interesting. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna keep working through these like science-y ones because I find them interesting. Let's go ahead and do this one. Artemisia, a priestess from the Order of the Spiritual Enlightenment, was found guilty of heresy for her research into a ninth daughter of the mother and sentenced to death. Despite this, a collection of her writings called the Artemisia Code wound up in the hands of Corbett, an unscrupulous merchant that has been selling copies to nobles and artisans of Libra. Do we ban Artemisia's heretical book? I mean, why not? It's what they want, you know? Corbett is forced to burn all copies of the Artemisia Code. We can't allow heretic theories about a ninth daughter of the mother to spread among our people. There we go. Even though we already know about it, but you know. Isadora used complex ciphers to protect her discoveries, especially those about spirituality, but also when she was afraid of something. The Rector reports that Philona, a sister from the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment, is studying such a scroll, seemingly containing information about an impending menace. But her skills are not enough, and she's asking for assistance from the scholars of Libra. Do we order Gofid to keep working on Isidora's ciphers? Yes. Oh, but it takes money. That's okay, we'll do it anyway. Through an expensive yet impressive concerted research effort, Philona and the other scholars managed to crack Isidora's code. The scholars are initially disappointed to find out that the cipher seems to hide a mundane historical chronicle comparing the demise of the Sabian League and the Ceylon Union. Echoes of a recurrent past, complete translation. I found that some events repeat throughout history, but not because of human nature, but due to the will of an external force called the Black Dawn. This name and its symbol associated with it recur many times in historical chronicles from different ages and geographical regions. Take the Sabian League, for example. It faltered at the apex of its power after a sudden economic crisis. The League's power relied on its famous treasure, a large reserve of gold that allowed the Sabians to rule over other realms. Alright. We need money. Alright. Let's see. Story-wise, we could keep going with this, but I don't really care about the Truth Keepers. We'll do this. The Order of Spiritual Enlightenment is asking that the firstborn of every noble family in Ancus be forced to spend 3 years at its headquarters in Libra, to be taught the most profound aspects of spiritual knowledge. This will make the future dukes and marquises wiser, but will also come at great cost. Do we proclaim the forced spiritual conscription in an edict? No. They both go down. Even if we recognize its noble intent, we decline the request of the Order of Spiritual Enlightenment. If the young heirs of our nobility want to get an education, they'll be free to choose so of their own accord. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the new storyline. The eerie rumors. The sinister rumors surrounding Sister Celestina piled up over the last few months. As young girls are going missing all around Lorraine, many claim her ominous influence defiled the ancient monastery. The scared local farmers started moving away out of fear, but arresting a relatively prominent religious figure could equally cause discontent. Do we send a contingent of soldiers to arrest Celestina? I really can't have stuff going down too much more. So I'm gonna say yes. The Royal Marshal arranges the arrest of Sister Celestina. A small contingent of well-equipped and trained soldiers starts marching toward the monastery of Lorraine. In response, the cult organizes many protests against the council throughout the kingdom for arresting a high priestess. The March to Lorraine. The march of the army toward the monastery of Lorraine is long and uneventful. However, as they cross the border of the Duchy of Natarre and enter the eerie woods of the Clover Massif, restless nightmares start plaguing the soldiers' sleep. A scholar traveling with them investigates the rumors about Lorraine, convinced that it is just the power of suggestion playing tricks on their minds. Their voyage is accompanied by the increasingly sinister rumors about the high priestess of the monastery, Sister Celestina, who is allegedly dabbling with lost forbidden rituals. Yeah, if they're forbidden, they're probably forbidden for a reason, you know? Oh, I just lost some friend points. Oops. It's fine. Muffled cries are heard at night in the lands around the monastery of Lorraine, scaring the locals. The people of the nearby village are organizing vigilante patrols to investigate, but untrained weapon-wielding people roaming at night might cause many accidents. Do we abandon the self-proclaimed patrols in the lands around Lorraine? No. The sounds of muffled cries is drowned out by the rowdy vigilantes. Many fall victim to the unwanted attentions of this unruly rabble. Village idiots, foreigners with unusual clothes, weird old ladies living in solitude, and other people whose only guilt was being different get mocked, harassed, beat up, or worse. Over time, the Natarian vigilantes successfully expanded into a proper guild. Despite its excesses, it does offer some comfort to the population. That's the king almost dead. It's okay. It's fine. Alright. Titus, a retired soldier from the unit sent to the monastery of Lorraine, has strangled one of his former comrades in his sleep. Military code requires capital punishment, but he claims he was the prey of malevolent nightmares and acted against his own will. Do we execute him? Yeah, we have to. Oh, but that would help my goals. We're gonna not do it. The state of stupor induced by the nightmares partially excuses the soldier's actions. We decide to pardon him. Following the pardon of Titus, the soldier from the unit sent to Lorraine who killed one of his comrades in his sleep, many killers excuse themselves by referring to malevolent dreams. Oh no. It's okay, we're gonna get a ton of points. Worth it. Alright. I had extremist. No. Rebel isn't here. Interesting. I can't go for these ones. Oh, because we only have this color. Okay. Let's just go with moderate again. Okay. What's the most expensive? I can do the 3 and 3s. So, research castle security, study techniques for extracting information, plan castle renovation, study the holy mist, import blue grape juice. A jar containing a small blue glowing liquid. If ingested, allows its users to see meaningful patterns in large amounts of disparate documents. That sounds interesting. Alright. We shall continue. Alright, the march to Lorraine. By the time the army reaches the monastery of Lorraine, Celestina had already escaped. Only Larka, a self-proclaimed sister of the Unending, is there, with a message from the High Priestess. Celestina found a ritual that could make our ruler immortal, but she'll need 8 young girls in a quiet place to study and practice. The Pirate Mother is outraged and demands we stop this aberration. Do we entrust 8 girls to Celestina for her experiment? I want to see what it does. 8 young girls from a local orphanage are escorted by the royal guards to a secret location in the Muirref forest as instructed by Larka. The rumor that we have entered some abominable contract with Celestina and her sisters of the Unending terrifies many, as the cult views immortality as a curse which prevents one from going back to the mother's womb. Our guards bring 8 girls to an isolated cottage in the Muirref forest where Celestina awaits them. With the assistance of the Sisters of the Unending, who serve their mistress with fervent devotion, she'll conduct tests on the girls to find the secret of immortality. We order our guards to keep an eye on the cottage and send us reports. As months go by, locals who enter the woods hear terrifying sounds and screams, and fear starts to spread. Oh no, I did the wrong choice. When we were notified that Celestina acquired surgical instruments used to cut open the dead, many suspect a grim fate for the girls. Traces of dry blood are occasionally found in the woods, and while it likely is just the product of regular wildlife activity, speculations abound. Yeah, we definitely made the wrong choice there. Can't do anything about it now, though! Alright. We'll continue. After sneaking into the monastery of Lorraine, a merchant known as Virgil Greyhand has been selling secret tomes he stole from his library. If we show him mercy, he promises to help us track down the books he sold. Do we execute him? I think yes. Honestly, I think yes. Greyhand is hanged for thievery. This public display of strength deters thieves from crime and restores confidence in the power of the king. Alrighty. Oh no. No price for life. The guards we tasked with the reporting on Celestina say that 8 girls were subjected to painful and natural experiments. Yet they survived and Celestina's tests were successful. If we allow her to come live at court, she has the power to make our king immortal. Given her sinister reputation, however, this may be a damaging scandal. Do we invite her to court? Everyone doesn't want me to. I can't invite her to court. The guards report that Celestina is extremely angered by our refusal. She threateningly promised she'll take what she was not given. Soon after, she burns her cottage and goes into hiding, leaving no traces of her shady activity. Some fear that she's planning her revenge. That's scary. Weeks later, terrifying news reaches the council. A seemingly dead corpse was sighted wandering Libra, a thin girl with wounds that would incapacitate a strong adult. Ugh. Gross. When our guards approached her, she slaughtered them with her bare hands, exhibiting impossible strength. As sightings of the monstrous girl multiply, some suspect that there's more than one of these walking corpses. Few who encounter them survive to tell the tale, as testified by the horribly mutilated victims found each morning. People start calling these unholy fiends the Hollow Maidens, but those who did not see their brutally mutilated victims dismiss it as a sordid fairy tale. Ooh, that's a yikes. That's not good repercussion. The Tribune reports that sinister things keep happening in the Muirref forest. Fresh graves in the cemetery of Lumbertail's Nest were desecrated, and the corpses stolen for some undoubtedly nefarious goal. Oh no. Many chill at the thought of such heinous thefts, and clamor for the institution of special corps of grave guards, a costly endeavor that some deem unnecessary. Do we institute a corps of cemetery grave guards? I think so. We create a special corps of grave guards who patrol the graveyard of Lumbertail's Nest each night. The people are content that the dead can now truly rest in peace, yet some remain convinced it's a waste of precious money. Ever since the inception of the grave guards, corpses stopped disappearing from their graves in the Duchy of Natar. Knowing that the location of their loved ones' remains is defended comforts the grieving. I still don't understand, like, what this does. Chronicle will be registered in the table above. Their effects, either positive or negative, are applied to the corresponding resources at the beginning of every reign. Okay. Got it. That's why I have so much power. I see. Okay. So it has to do, like, if they're negative or positive right now, then. Why is knowledge so low? Anyway. Keep going with the story. Actually, before we finish the story, I am gonna have to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think of my thoughts and decisions and stuff, you know? I do make some bad decisions here and there, but, like, I don't know. I think that's a normal human thing to do. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe. You follow me over... words are hard. You subscribe to me here on YouTube. You like this video and go follow me over on Twitch. I stream there 4 days a week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.